So I'm a lover of music to start with, and came out of the womb loving music. My daddy was a singer. My mama was a singer. My daddy was a better singer, and he also was a songwriter. Third grade education, couldn't hardly read or write anything, but he actually wrote songs. Very creative and very much artistic. And they pushed me. And I was blessed to go to a school where I had great music teacher in my middle school years and great music teacher in high school who exposed me to all kinds of music. So I grew up in the church. I'm a preacher's kid. So I had the church music thing down pat, but thank God I had music teachers who stretched the boundaries. And so I got exposed at an early age to jazz, to the classical music, to all other kinds in between, Broadway musicals, et cetera, and loved it all and still love it all. And so when I'm expressing worship, I'm not trying to distance myself or separate myself from this is sacred and this is secular. No, God is creator God. The devil is not creator devil. The devil is imitator devil. So he imitates and perverts what God creates. And when we can understand that, we can stop fighting against certain music and calling it devil music. The devil doesn't have any music. Any good and perfect gift comes from above, from the Father of lights, in whom there is no variableness, neither is there a shadow of turning with him. So he's constant, and he's constantly downloading great, wonderful, creative things to whoever wants to tap in. So I grew up in church doing music. I was thinking the other day, I remember a little song that I learned probably in church when I was 8, 9 years old. Up above my head, I hear music in the air. And I thought, well, yeah, there's always music in the air. I didn't know fully how to express that concept, but God introduced us to, in 1994, the concept of singing what we call the song of the Lord, or catching the song of the Lord, the song of the Spirit. Tuning in to what's going on in the heavenlies all day, every day, 24/7, 365. And it's been a tremendous blessing. And of course, what he called us to do, I believe, is to help pioneer that, what we could now call a genre of the prophetic worship stream. I dare call it that now. A lot of people have helped to pioneer that stream. It's becoming pretty popular, which means that's dangerous anytime things get really popular. In danger of losing its edginess, its vitality, its ability to break yokes and unburden people. You know, the thing that it starts out to be oftentimes gets contaminated because we then try to make it a thing and take credit for the thing and market the thing and do a whole lot of things to the thing that turns it into a thing and not what God originally intended it to be. So anyway, we start catching this flow, prophetic flow, in 1994. And the musicians just began to play. And nobody knew what to do with that. They didn't know what they were playing. They weren't playing something that they had heard before or that they knew and had practiced. It was just the download. And eventually we started singing some words. We didn't know what those words were going to be either. We started singing what we believed we were hearing, myself and several other psalmists who were part of our company at that time. And audience, congregation was kind of stuck, not quite knowing how to respond. Some of the singers were kind of stuck initially, not quite knowing how to respond. But after a not too long a period of time, God began to anoint that and place His glory on it in such a way that it was undeniable that this is a God thing. And so as we pushed off further and further from the shore, we began to go deeper and deeper into that flow. When I think about prophetic worship, I think about the culture of 21st century world. And I think about how shallow that culture tends to be because it's in such a hurry. Everything's got to be quick, fast, and in a hurry. And God is timeless, and so He's never in a hurry because He's not locked down like we are. I want to talk more about this in our next segment.